Happy Tuesday and welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk a little bit about Over Your Dead Body, a new dark, violent comedy that I went and saw late last night, the last show last night, just to get a laugh or two before coming home, going to bed. It did provide a laugh or two. I mean, laughed out loud a few times. Four ladies that were in the row in front of me, they were laughing a whole bunch, even though, I mean, it is extremely violent, very dark comedy, but it was funny if you like that type of show. And so I enjoyed it. It was a good little comic relief last night. You know, the premise, you have Samara Weaving and Jason Segel, a married couple that their marriage isn't really the best right now. So they're going on this vacation out in a cabin in the woods, and both of them secretly plan to kill each other, right? So that's going on. And then all of a sudden, Timothy Oliphant, Juliette Lewis, and Keith Jarden show up. And things just get wild and crazy after that. I didn't realize Timothy Oliphant was in the movie until I'm watching the opening credits and I saw his name and said, oh, he's in this. Cool. Wonder what he's doing. And he's one of the three that show up at their cabin and interrupt them trying to kill each other. And then all hell breaks loose. And it's violent and bloody and funny and shocking and surprising. Stuff coming out of left field that you didn't expect. So it was a fun movie. If you like very dark, very violent, very bloody type of movies. I mean, there's a scene, I won't give too much away, but just was laughing because one of the characters gets their foot shot. And then when they're trying to put their foot, it's all split, their foot's all split open, and they're trying to put it back together and wrap it up. And just stuff like that. So very bloody, very gruesome, but it was just funny how it was done. And so definitely some laugh out loud moments if violence and comedy violence, is your cup of tea. And so it was sort of fun. So I enjoyed that, wanted to share that. If you like that kind of movie, check it out. One that you could definitely wait for streaming. There's nothing so grand or great that you have to see it on the big screen, but it was fun. I also wanted to mention, I hope you enjoyed the newsletter that I sent out Sunday. And if you're not getting this newsletter, sign up and get it. And I wanted to mention something, and maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway, because I was sent a picture of an individual who used to write very nasty and terrible things about me. And it was an AI generated picture of him doing a kick with some quote or something. And it was funny because there was never, ever a picture of him in real life kicking and so forth. But he's generating pictures now with AI of him kicking. And I'll tell you right now, that picture of me right there is a real picture. It's not AI generated. Stace Sanchez took that picture of Kick Pics fame at one of the Korean martial art festivals. So I got the original pictures. And if you followed your Warrior's Edge for any time, you've seen that picture with Kick It Into High Gear at the every January. I sometimes use that picture with a little motivational kick it into high gear and let's make the year great. And I had an article about kicking high in this week's newsletter that hopefully you got. And so I used that picture and so forth for that high kicking article. But I just thought it was funny because the person sent me a picture saying he's trying to copy you. And he's making AI generated pictures of him kicking, but just sort of funny. But the most important thing is get on that newsletter list at enjoylifesafely.com so you don't miss anything else, because you want to catch that stuff. And go see this movie if you like dark comedies. Going to say good morning to a couple people. Thad's here. Good morning, Thad. Appreciate you being here. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicky. Appreciate you guys being here from Bozeman. You guys are tuning in from Bozeman. Very cool. Hope you're having fun over there. Interesting about Montana, the TV show Tracker, which comes on, and I sort of like watching that. I'll have it on when I'm doing some stuff on the computer. This last week's episode was supposed to be in Hamilton and Missoula. And they actually showed an aerial shot of Missoula, of the city, but that was about the only thing that was actually Montana in the show. The stuff with Hamilton, the other stuff, it wasn't up here. But they did show an aerial shot of Missoula when they were talking about coming into Missoula to meet somebody. And so Montana has some beautiful stuff. And Jay and Vicky, you're over there enjoying some of the stuff in Bozeman, which has a beautiful area and some neat stuff over there. Have fun. Dixon said, Jason Segel is very funny and Oliphant is great, whatever character he plays. I agree. Jason did a great job at that character because he is funny. And Timothy, I mean, Justified was just a great series. So when I saw his name come up on the screen, I'm like, oh, cool, he's in it. And his character, he played a good job because he does do an excellent job, whatever he does. So it was a fun movie. And Jay said, or taking a class with you, Demo. Right. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Everybody, go out, make it a terrific Tuesday. I'm heading to 3 different medical appointments, one at 9, one at 10, one at 11. One of the appointments is a class to learn all about joint replacement. One of them is taking blood and all that other stuff. The other one is with the surgeon or the surgeon's assistant. So fun day for me, at least in the morning, over at Bone and Joint, going through all the prep stuff, getting ready for this upcoming surgery. So make it a great one, folks. Make it a terrific Tuesday. I will be back to see you tomorrow. Probably talk about a little bit of warrior wisdom for Wednesday. Dixon said, good luck at all of them. Thank you, Dixon. I appreciate that. Take care. Stay safe, everyone.